Today we have a very special guest. So there are students who keep asking me the same thing again and again. But yeah, I'm from non-tech, non-engineering background. I'm from non-CSE background. I have a career gap. This, that. Like people keep asking me this, okay? And I keep telling them, just get this skill, and you would get the job easily. Okay, you would get the job easily. But still, obviously, people don't believe me. So today, I think I have like career gap ka baap. Moreover, like he's got like 10 years of career gap. Moreover, and he's a BCom graduate. So yeah, like he's going to walk us down through his preparation. What was his interviews like? Were there any biasness given to him like during interviews because of his career gap? And right now, guys, like one thing which I like to tell you is that Ritesh had actually gotten like more than 5 offers. Okay, like when he was like sitting for placement. So definitely, a lot of things are there, and you learn a lot of things. So Ritesh, like before we before we start like this, can you give us a brief introduction to yourself as to like what your background is and everything?
Yes. This is Ritesh. Actually, I belong from Odisha. I completed my graduation around 11 years ago in 2011. After that, I was with my family business. There were very less career opportunities for BCom, especially in a state like Odisha. Actually, there is no job there for BCom. You have to be at least a MCom or a CA at bare minimum. Otherwise, there is no opportunities. So I joined my family business. It was going, everything was working fine. But when COVID came, business wasn't going as it was like before. So I always was fascinated about networking, programming, and all that. So I always wanted to be a developer. During COVID time, I thought I can be a developer, but I can learn things. How will I get job? Because no, if I take my CV, they will ask me about experience, or you are not from tech background. How can we give you jobs? So while
Makes sense.
searching, I came to know about Sharpener. There were 2, 3 others also. I'll not mention name. So I filtered out that Sharpener was the best. Actually, I came from Quora only to Sharpener. Yeah.
Makes sense. So basically, Ritesh, like just to give you a give the audience a background, like when did you exactly start coding? As in, basically, like when did you exactly start coding? And
Exactly, it will be like Sharpener in school. I learned of something that was 15 years back. I don't remember what I did. Basically, it was from Sharpener only.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And like you're from a non-engineering background, basically. Coding, like as in like I keep hearing this key coding is not for non-engineering background guys, for it's only for CSE guys, IT guys. So wasn't it scary for you like when you started off, Ritesh?
Actually, it was never scary. I didn't feel scared because I know I can, if challenges come, I can overcome them. That I have
Mm-hmm.
been doing since then. Actually, I have given CAT exam 3, 4 times also. I've got around 96, 97 percentiles. So all scariness has gone from that only. Yes, that is not a
Nice.
problem.
So, Ritesh, like now you've spent some time in your current organization as well, like around 2, 3 months, I think so. And what is the difference between the work, as in right now the work and what the work was before? Like how has it changed, as in, and like has it changed for good or has it changed for bad?
Since work is good, I have learned a lot working here. Actually, when I
Mm-hmm,
came to the organization, I only knew React,
mm-hmm,
nothing else.
mm-hmm.
That's Sapna I I worked on Express also. I worked on Angular also. I worked on a project in Vue.js also.
Okay, that's
I
pretty
have done
amazing.
jQuery also. I have helped people
Okay.
who work in jQuery, help them also. Means I have worked थोड़ा थोड़ा सब कुछ किया है यहाँ पे.
What is the
Some,
most requirement in a company? Which language?
since actually my company there are not much 3 React developers are there. Mostly WordPress developers are there.
Okay, so now, like basically, like this is a favorite question which everyone asks me. Okay, so now since you're from a non-tech background altogether, like we've gotten people before, like who were CSE guys or like who were mechanical engineering guys. Okay, but you're a non-engineering guy. So how much time did it take for you to complete the course? Like this is something which everyone wants to know. Like one of the highest, I think,
It was around like
people. How
I
much time?
joined on actually I joined on December 10th or 11th, and then around March 20th I completed my course.
So roughly, you'll say around
Three
three
and a
and a
half
half,
months.
3.5
Yes, yes.
months. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's quite fast. As in, that's good. As in, we normally say 3 to 4 months. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I think so. So that's good. Okay. Basically, okay. So now, before like joining Sharpener, what was your thought process as to like how can you become an SD? Like, what was your thought process like that? Like, uh, do you have something in mind? Like, this is how I'll try coding, because there are a lot of people who are trying it by themselves as well. So, what was it like that then back then, Ritesh?
Actually, I wanted to increase my skill set.
Mm-hmm,
I never looked for job at start. I
mm-hmm,
thought if
mm-hmm,
I can learn something, I will utilize in. If I don't get also job, I can utilize in it something. I can do freelancing. I can do
mm-hmm,
anything, or I
mm-hmm.
can implement in my business also. I also used to talk to Viva. I told job is the secondary thing, not the primary thing. I had to learn. The first thing was to learn.
Makes sense.
Learning
Makes
can
sense.
never stop.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I think that is a very fair point. Ki skills, if you get the skills right, like you can get any job. Right? That's
Yeah.
definitely the most important attribute about like star. Like
Like
you
in
get
Three
the skills.
Idiots, he tell no कामयाबी के पीछे मत दौड़ो.
Yeah,
कामयाब that one dialogue.
correct. Yeah, that's true. Okay, and okay, so basically now you were also like doing your office, like you were running your business and you were also doing coding. So how did you manage? Like what was like basically your routine like, as in daily routine? Ki kaise, how did you plan your day, Ritesh? Because that is, I think, very
देखो मेरा
essential.
बिजनेस में ऐसा था कि कुछ ठीक नहीं है. अभी काम आ जाएगा. दो दिन भर भी फ्री रहते थे. कभी कभी दिन में 16 घंटे भी काम करने पड़ते हैं. Business is like that only. It's not like you will work 2 hours now. Anytime customer can come, anytime you can have work.
Makes sense, makes sense.
हाँ.
So like how
वैसे
do you
कोई
manage
वैसे
it?
कुछ टाइम टेबल नहीं था कि ये टाइम पर कोड करना है. ये टाइम जब फ्री मिलता था थोड़ा बहुत कोड कर लेते थे, बस वही.
Okay,
2-3 घंटे कहीं भी निकाल देते थे. कभी कभी 6 घंटे भी निकल जाते थे. कभी कभी बिल्कुल टाइम नहीं मिलता था.
makes sense. So
वैसा करते
okay.
थे.
That's nice. But as in, like, are you a morning, or you were like, when you were at your office, you used to like code, as if like whenever the customers were not there.
Yes,
Was
yes,
it
yes.
like
That
okay?
was the thing. And I was to before sleeping 1-2 hours, I was to revise the topics and all.
Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. So now basically coming to the most important part, as in what was the interview phase like, Ritesh? As in when you started sitting for
The
interviews, like
starting
what
was
was
very
it?
bad. Starting of interview was very bad. First 3-4 interviews were very, very bad. I can tell you.
Okay.
One interviewer asked me how to change the state of React.
Okay.
It's set, we write set state. In brackets we write this. No, I wrote set state equal to state plus one, something like that I wrote.
Okay.
इंटरव्यू का एक्सपीरियंस कुछ नहीं था तो वो टाइम पर गलतियां हो गई थी. लेकिन
Okay. Yeah.
आफ्टर 4-5 इंटरव्यूज everything went fine.
Makes sense. So, Ritesh, like in terms of like say like the calls which you were getting and everything, like how was it? Like basically, was there any biasness given to you? Ki, okay, you're from a BCom or you have career gap and all. So, like, were there any biasness being given to
No,
you?
no, no, not biasness. I have also heard some few companies have rejected me for my BCom also.
But
I
once
have,
you were
I
getting the
have,
calls,
I have had some good interviews also. They have told we cannot take BCom. It has happened also.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I have heard back from HR. HR tried to take me, but they didn't take me.
That definitely happens. Yeah, like basically, now companies to company it would vary, but like in general, like
Not
if I were
not
to ask
not
you,
everywhere. One two companies it has happened.
one or two companies had happened. Yeah, it definitely would happen. That is something I think which I had already told you. Ki there would
हाँ
be
बस
companies which might
लेकिन कोई
not take you.
प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अरे उनको हमारी जरूरत नहीं है तो हमें और भी अच्छे भगवान अच्छा और दे देगा. वो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. जिनको हमारी जरूरत नहीं उनके पास जाके क्या करेंगे.
करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट. हाँ, मैंने स्टार्टिंग से तुम्हें तो यही बताया था कि ये
हाँ,
मना करेगी तो दूसरी कंपनी आएगी. टेंशन नहीं
अरे
लेने
कोई
का ऐसे.
प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अरे जिनको जरूरत नहीं है उधर काम भी आदमी क्या कर पाएगा.
मेक
अच्छा है
सेंस.
पैसे नहीं लो.
So Ritesh, now like coming to like numbers, as in कितने interviews हो रहे थे, मतलब ऐसे कितने calls आ रहे थे और कितने उसमें reject कर रहे थे तुम्हें, मतलब ऐसे कि बीकॉम नहीं है, बीकॉम को नहीं लेंगे,
नहीं तो
और कितने.
मोस्टली आ रही थे. आई गेव अराउंड 17 और सम इंटरव्यूज.
Make sense. And how many of them like were like telling कि बीकॉम को नहीं लेंगे?
उसमें से तो 2 ही कंपनीज थे.
Two ही companies. Okay, so very low percentage that way. Make
हाँ,
sense.
वो तो इंटरव्यूज के पहले भी कितने भी मना किए हैं और भी कॉल्स के लिए. वो बोले आपका
हाँ
बीकॉम. मैं बोला नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. देयर वाज अ गाय इन शार्पनर. इट्स वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड. उसने मेरे को ये भी बोला कि अपने रिज्यूम से बीकॉम हटा दो. मैं बोला मैं क्यों हटाऊंगा. मैं नहीं हटा सकता वो चीज. वो बोला
True,
खाली
true.
ग्रेजुएशन लिख दो. मैं बोला नहीं मैं बीकॉम ही लिखूंगा. अगर लेना है लेंगे नहीं तो नहीं.
Makes sense. Yeah, like normally, like we kind of follow like something like in a similar pattern we follow कि like अगर CGPA खराब है तो हम लोग वो बोलते थे CGPA हटा दो, मतलब
हाँ नहीं
CGPA नहीं करते हैं.
खराब है तो है. रखने में क्या जाता है.
हाँ. तो बट यार डिग्री हटाना है, डिग्री हटा दोगे तो बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम हो जाते हैं, वो तो
वही
बात
तो
सही है.
डिग्री सीजीपीए जो है.
करेक्ट. ठीक
वो
है
तो चेंज
ना.
नहीं हो सकता ना. पास्ट तो चेंज ही नहीं हो सकता. फ्यूचर को चेंज कर सकते हैं.
That's true, Ritesh. That's very very true. Like yeah, just prepare skills, because right now Ritesh, like as per my understanding also, like right now you're one of the top performers in the company, right? Like in the current company where you're there, like
यस यस.
you've been performing really well, as in because you've also been telling me this, like you've been helping people like from different backgrounds, because obviously एक चीज what I've seen na, in like in general कि like if you study from the very fundamental, like people ask me कि I know React,
Hello.
I don't know JavaScript but I know React, okay, can
Hello.
I sit for placements? So I normally
बढ़िया
tell
बढ़िया
them कि like React सीखने से कुछ नहीं होगा, React JavaScript पे ही है, right? It's first understand the fundamentals and then if you like start coding on React बहुत simple लगेगा, because सब कुछ functional पे, सब कुछ kind of similar lines पे है, right? So guys, yeah, basically वही है कि fundamental strong हो गए ना कुछ भी solve कर लोगे, but main चीज यही है कि कूदना नहीं है, ठीक है, सब कुछ अच्छे से सीख सीख के जाना है. So and I think you'll not even like only ace the interviews, you also ace the basically the like the work in the company moreover. ठीक है. So now let's move to the next question. Okay. Okay, let's come back to Sharpen a little bit. So Ritesh, like over here, like you had like basically instead of teachers, you had mentors teaching you. तो कैसा डिफरेंस कैसा लगा था, मतलब कैसा एक्सपीरियंस था वैसे शार्पनर के साथ बेसिकली?
वैसे देखो टीचर्स ने पूरा फ्रेंडली थे. एनी टाइम आपको हो गया वैभव को हो गया कभी भी कॉल कर लो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. एनी टाइम रात को 11 बजे हो सुबह के 8 बजे हो एनी टाइम यू कैन कॉल एनी डाउट्स यू हैव. और मैं तो परेशान भी करता था आप लोगों को बहुत.
मेक सेंस. सही है. सो
और लेकिन मेरे को सबसे ज्यादा हुआ जैसे डिस्कॉर्ड में लोगों के डाउट्स क्लियर करता था उसमें मेरा कॉन्सेप्ट भी और क्लियर होता था.
yeah, Discord, like so basically Ritesh, like now like in terms of like getting successful, okay, as in like with the course, like so what were the strategies which you used, as in like like did you make friends or like how, like so if you get a doubt, okay, like definitely there is a class which is happening in the evening, rose classes abhi to rose classes hote hain, but what other strategies were you using to like get your doubts resolved?
लाइक जो हमारे डाउट क्लास में आते थे आई यूज्ड टू टॉक टू सम पर्सन. अगर मेरे को कुछ नहीं आता तो वो हेल्प कर देता था. अगर उसको नहीं आने से हम हेल्प करते थे. हम दोनों कोशिश करते थे कैसे ट्राई टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम.
Makes sense. So you were helping each other, and
Yes, yes.
like so.
Yeah,
So
वो और एक था जसमीत कोरात was with me.
okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just means correct, correct, correct. Makes
He
sense.
used to
So
help me
yeah.
a lot. I used to help him also. संस्कार को भी मैंने बहुत हेल्प किया है.
So Ritesh, now like basically what we would like to hear is like, can you give some advice to the students who are still preparing right now? Like because मतलब अभी I understand कि 3.5 months which you also spent वहाँ पे काफी ऊपर नीचे तो हुए होंगे. So
हाँ
how do
वो
you
तो
tackle that? No, like so there is a very big curiosity as to like package क्या है रितेश का.
अरे पैकेज से कुछ नहीं होता. नॉलेज गेन करो. पैकेज अपने आप
Correct.
बढ़ते रहेंगे.
Correct. ठीक है रितेश आई थिंक बेसिकली 3.5 months में like you had your ups and lows
हाँ
lows
हाँ
basically
क्या था.
वो कैसा like how do you tackle that like as in some advice which you want to give to the students who are
कुछ कुछ
preparing.
देखो कुछ कुछ आता नहीं है तो स्किप भी कर देना. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
अरे बाप रे तो बहुत
हर चीज स्किप मत करना. कुछ कुछ
Don't recommend this.
लाइक बिग मैनिपुलेशन मेरे को आज तक समझ में नहीं आई. मैंने स्किप कर दी थी.
नहीं
एक दो
तो
ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करने से उल्टा प्रॉब्लम ही होगी. मतलब ये नहीं कि एवरीथिंग यू स्किप.
मतलब जो समझ नहीं आ रहा तो skip कर दो.
नहीं नहीं सब कुछ नहीं. कुछ कुछ.
नहीं आपको आपको also
अच्छा
understand कि
इसलिए 3
वो-
3.5 महीने में खत्म हो गया.
हाँ,
नहीं
वो
नहीं
तो है.
नहीं नहीं यहाँ पे you have to understand that let's say if you're skipping something ठीक है you have to understand कि how important is that. ठीक है अगर तुम ऐसे
हाँ,
50% अगर let's say out of 100% if you're skipping just 5% तो उसमें 5% is still okay right because if you know the 95% things well ठीक है you will not be able to answer half of the question and you'll get rejected.
वो 5% में आप एक महीना देके कोई फायदा नहीं होगा ना.
Correct. So now like Ritesh right ठीक है अगर उसको देखोगे like he was really hard working ठीक है मतलब I actually get to know कि कौन कितना मेहनत कर रहा है through the amount of question and the like the level of question that they ask to me उससे I can understand कि how hard working someone is right ठीक है and Ritesh was trust me was one of them ठीक है because we also had to jump an extra mile ठीक है to basically get a BCom a person like to take a BCom person and then also to get him a job right so the reason why we took Ritesh and we because we had that much confidence in him ठीक है कि यार ये बंदा तो फोड़ेगा ठीक है so that is something which was always there so we used to have conversation when he was giving interview to understand ki what exactly it is right after that we have gotten a lot of commerce people place ठीक है but then the thing is Ritesh was like next level in that right and when I was having a conversation so he was telling that I'm giving interviews there are some places which I'm making mistakes so the main thing what I saw in him was that X factor मतलब ठीक है I'm making that mistake I'll agree to that and I'll prepare accordingly बहुत लोग ऐसे होते हैं कि यार they are making mistakes ठीक है there are people who are giving interviews right now ठीक है उन्हें बोलते हैं कि कोई mistake ही नहीं हो रहा है because if you are not making any mistakes you will not get rejected simple ठीक है अगर mistakes है तो पढ़ो उसके बारे में ठीक है you have to prepare ठीक है because that is what will ensure that next time you're not making the same mistake and that is one next level thing which I saw with Ritesh.
Makes sense. So, Ritesh, now coming to the last question, like basically you, we understand you got like around 5 offers. Basically, so how do you go about choosing the company and like, say, like how do you evaluate a company and the JD? Like what is relevant to you and this is the company which you want to join?
पहले तो देखता था कंपनी की स्टेबिलिटी कितनी रहेगी. लाइक एक कंपनी से मेरे को ऑफर मिला था मेरे नियर बाई में अभी जिसमें उससे अच्छा ऑफर था बट द कंपनी वाज ओनली 3 months ओल्ड अराउंड 7-8 एम्प्लॉइज. उधर तो नहीं जा सकते ना.
Makes sense, makes sense.
हाँ बस वही चीज है. प्लस मैंने जो कंपनी ज्वाइन किया वो 10-11 years ओल्ड है तो लगा कि कुछ स्टेबिलिटी है करके आए इधर.
Correct.
और तो फिर पैसे भी देखते हैं कौन ज्यादा दे रही है. वो तो सबको ही देखते हैं.
Makes sense. ठीक है, guys. I think yeah, Ritesh, go ahead, Ritesh.
हम हर किसी को वही है पैसा. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे मनी मैटर्स. कितना मिल रहा है वो कोई कितना भी बोल बचन कर लो पैसा कितना मिल रहा है वो तो लास्ट में मैटर करता है कि मंथ में कितना आ रहा है.
Correct. So
It's all
our
about
Ritesh,
money at the last.
तो इनिशियली what had happened कि हम लोग मतलब तो जो टू स्टेप प्रोसेस है राइट, मतलब जैसे अगर इफ यू आर कमिंग फ्रॉम अ कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड और समथिंग, तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू गेट इनटू दिस इंडस्ट्री, ठीक है, गेट अ गुड एक्सपीरियंस फर्स्ट, ठीक है, और फिर 3-4 महीने बाद तुमको जब आ जाएगा ना, तो द प्रीवियस थिंग वट एवर यू हैव डन विल नॉट मैटर, राइट, ठीक है, बिकॉज नाउ व्हाट कंपनीज विल लुक एट, जैसे अगर रितेश, इफ यू लुक एट हिम, राइट, ही नोज अ लॉट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी राइट नाउ, राइट, ही नोज Vue.js, he knows jQuery, तो अब कंपनी उसके पास आएंगे टू पे हिम, राइट, दे विल नॉट सी कि व्हाट बैकग्राउंड ही हैज, समझ रहे हो, बिकॉज नॉलेज विल ऑलवेज प्रिवेल, ठीक है, राइट नाउ यू कैन गेट मनी, ठीक है, बट इफ यू नॉट, जैसे अगर रितेश बोल रहा है, राइट, ही हैड एन ऑफर फ्रॉम सम कंपनी जहाँ पे उसको ज्यादा पैसे मिल रहे थे, बट दैट डिड नॉट मेक सेंस बिकॉज वो खुद ही अनस्टेबल कंपनी थी, राइट, एंड राइट नाउ एट हिज करियर पॉइंट ही वांट्स अ स्टेबल कंपनी जहाँ पे वो 5-6 महीने सीख सके, ठीक है, एंड देन आफ्टर दैट ही कैन टारगेट कंपनी जो ज्यादा पैसा दे, ठीक है. So this strategy is what we devised for Ritesh. So Ritesh will start again giving placements after Diwali. ठीक है, तो उसका ऐसे I think तो 3 to 4 month complete होने वाला है. 4 months right Ritesh?
मैंने 6 months हो गए.
हाँ 6 months हो गए, correct. तो 6 months हो गए, तो अभी now we will start making him sit for placement. ठीक है, और yeah, hopefully you will see again a new post from Ritesh telling how he cracked amazing super dream offers, right? ठीक है.
अभी प्रोडक्ट बेस पे जाना है, अभी सर्विस बेस में ज्यादा काम होता है.
Hi, Yash. First, I would like to give you my background. I am from a similar background, but from tech background. I completed my BTech in 2013 and worked for a couple of years. And after that, I went for civil services and preparation. Now I have a gap of 7.5 years and no job. So I can understand where you are standing right now and what the technology and the job offers in terms of stability and everything. So I would like to know, like, what was your process going through the course? Like, were you spending more time in learning the same thing, or were you spending more time in learning new things or something like that?
Yeah, I was learning both. If I have some doubts, I used to spend some more time on that section. I used to
Okay.
try to clear my concepts. If somehow I am confused, I used to ask Baba for DSA doubts.
Okay.
Still, I didn't get it. I used to skip that question. As simple as that.
Okay. And
Because I knew, yeah, कभी भी नहीं होगा. Means it will not happen from me.
okay, okay, understood.
But
And
if
did
something
you?
is,
Sorry, go ahead.
yes, I will bookmark that question. Like after finishing the course, I will also check if still I can do it.
Okay.
Hmm.
And did you use any additional resources like Stack Overflow or something like that to clarify your doubts, or just referring to the mentors itself?
See, Sharpener course is designed in that way. We don't have to go to Stack Overflow and all. In lead code, there are some solutions. You don't go to solution, but if you are stuck in a question for 1-2 days, what you will do? You have to see the solutions.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
But
You
yeah,
try
it
it
wasn't
10, 20
like
times.
go ahead.
नहीं हो रहा, नहीं हो रहा, तो if it is not happening, you have to see the solution. Sometimes
That's
better
correct.
to see the solution and the approach.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking is this because since I have a 7 year gap, I'm starting everything all over again, and I'm currently stuck in DS section, and I'm repeating the same things all over again and again.
Where are
So,
you in the DSA?
in bit manipulation, I'm finding it difficult to understand bit
Okay, that
manipulation
was
and
difficult
everything.
for me also.
Okay.
So I cannot comment about it.
So Ritesh,
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
back then, like we had more like 40% of the questions which were more difficult. So those questions I have actually removed it and put it for advanced data success. Okay. So Sachin, right now the questions which are there, okay, it's pretty simple. Okay. So वो सारे
Okay.
questions हो जाना चाहिए, right? So
Yes, yes.
so yeah. So the last 3 questions, if you remember, Ritesh,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
bit manipulation,
Hexadecimal one.
those were the not the hexadecimal, the last 3 ones, sub
Yeah,
arrays
yeah.
वाला.
Divide two numbers. Divide
नहीं
two
नहीं उसके
numbers.
बाद भी वाला ये सब तुमने सॉल्व कर दिया था, राइट? उसके बाद वाला भी
नहीं,
बहुत सारे
ये सब
डिफिकल्ट
अभी भी है
क्वेश्चन थे.
ना.
हाँ ये सब अभी भी है, ये सब अभी भी है, ठीक है, बट
Easy one.
लास्ट 3 क्वेश्चन, हाँ दीज आर द इजी वन, राइट? तो उसके बाद जो जो डिफिकल्ट वाले थे, आई पुट इट फॉर एडवांस इन सक्सेस. So I believe कि everyone should now be capable to solve those easier set of concepts, ठीक है, मतलब उसमें क्या है ना, that will give you that superior advantage कि now I can quote anything, ठीक है, no matter how difficult the concept, because all these are concepts, right? ठीक है, it's like another way to look at problems, ठीक है, and if you're getting stuck, I am there to help you out, so do not be worried, ठीक है, skip मत करो, चीजें को समझने की कोशिश करो, try to understand things and then try to move to the next question, ठीक है?
Yes, and I have one last question, if you don't mind.
I want to
For
ask you.
Ritesh and the mentors as well. In the course, like we are starting with DSS section, and then we are moving on to JavaScript, and then we will move on to the next topic and next topic. So, like, how do we revise the previous topics, and how do we keep up in touch with the previous topics so that we don't lose our grip on that one? And
So
how?
there would be like constant, Sachin, so like once you move ahead, right? So there would be like constant tests and everything, which would be in DSA. So revision would keep happening. Okay, it's not like you move ahead and forget DSA. Like there is some revision portion always there. Some question, something related to DSA. You keep practicing as you move ahead as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Because DSA we feel is very important in terms of your career as well, as in like, because once you like in interviews, the interviewer like 80% of the time he'll ask you DSA questions, but in terms of like when you join the company also you have to do DSA. Like when you write code you need to know DSA properly. Then only you write very good code, right?
Okay.
So yeah.
And did they question about the career gap in the interviews, or did they ask in any of the interview? Did it happen?
In some they asked,
Okay.
but I
So what questions?
actually I was not in the gap. Actually, my business were there, so but always everyone asks me why changing to technical.
Okay, understood. Okay.
Why
Thank you,
are you
Ritesh.
changing to this? That
Is
was
there
the
no
question.
questions
That was
on
the
gap?
most difficult word.
What questions you have been asked about the gaps?
See, mostly ask me about why are you changing to technical background from your business? Will you be able to work in an organization you had your own business?
What was your answer for that question?
Yeah, one interviewer was very interested in my story also.
They did not ask any questions about the gaps particularly.
No, not that particularly.
Okay, okay. Because I have 7 years gap, and
Yes.
my story is same as Sachin's. I have been preparing for the UPSC earlier.
Yes, yes.
So
But you might get, but in my case, I wasn't asked about gap, but why from a business to technical switch, from BCom to technical, how will you handle it? Those were the questions I faced.
okay, okay. And I am at backend now. Just started backend before 2 days
Okay.
back. And
Okay.
I am giving my whole time, like 12 hours I am giving to the sharpener.
You
Because
don't
I have,
need to give 12 hours. That is,
no, no, no,
you
no.
complete backend in 7 days if you give 12 hours.
No, no, that's why I'm that I was
Don't take, give 3-4 hours, that is enough.
since August I am here in the sharpener. Okay,
Okay.
and it is like I enjoy giving this much of time because as
Then
I am
it's good.
UPSC, I know
You
only.
guys can go and give 12 hours. We can't give 12 hours. That is too much
No,
for
no,
me.
I can give. So I am asking that I am giving 12 hours daily, and I am at back end, and
Okay.
I am since August here. So I am going
Okay.
slowly, but I am clearing my all the concepts, and then
That's
Yeah, you're too fast.
yeah, August में you started, September
2 महीने
10
में
दिन
बहुत बार
2 महीने by
बैकएंड
next
कंप्लीट
week,
कर देगा सर दिवाली के पहले
correct.
बिफोर
Yes,
दिवाली
By
yes,
next
कंप्लीट
week you will
बैकएंड
probably
It's too fast.
yeah, you're going good. You're going good,
वेरी
really good.
वेरी
Yeah.
गुड है ये तो गुड नहीं वेरी 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 गुड है
Very, very good.
ये पक्का जाएगा.
that's what I have to ask.
या हाय गाइस एवरीवन, कांग्रेट्स रितेश। मेरा क्वेश्चन
थैंक यू
यही था कि आपने जब कंपनी मतलब आपको वर्क कैसे असाइन हो रहा है इन कंपनी में, लाइक एजाइल मेथोडोलॉजी के थ्रू हो रहा है या फिर
यहाँ पर
स्क्रम कॉल
वर्क
में हो रहा है?
जो टीम है Actually, I am kind of a TL now. Actually,
और आप
मेरे को जब
जी
नया जब ज्वाइन किया था, एक बंदा नोटिस पीरियड में था,
अच्छा
उसका काम मुझे मिल गया ऑलमोस्ट, वो था 15-20 डेज।
हम्म।
अभी कुछ भी असाइन हो रहा है, मैं देखता हूँ मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, क्या बाकी लोग को दे सकता हूँ, नॉर्मली वही है।
मतलब आपका पोजीशन क्या है, मतलब टीम लीड पे है या फ्रंट एंड में या फुल
मतलब
स्टैक में
फ्रंट
है?
एंड का टीम लीड है, सोच लो फ्रंट एंड में हम लोग 3
टीम लीड।
जन है, वैसे कुछ पोजीशन टीएल का नहीं है,
अच्छा।
सारा मेरे ऊपर ही है।
वन मैन आर्मी।
बस अभी मैं कोई प्रोजेक्ट आता है, मेरे को पूछते हैं एंगुलर में काम कर पाओगे,
अच्छा, जी
तो हम हाँ बोल देते हैं, फिर करना पड़ता है, कर लेते हैं। कुछ नहीं है, गूगल स्टैक
अच्छा
ओवरफ्लो सब हेल्प कर लेते हैं।
सही है
थोड़ा
भाई।
डीएसए नॉलेज जो है, जावास्क्रिप्ट नॉलेज है, आप कोई भी में भी काम कर सकते हो।
But you joined a fresher, right? You don't have any experience. So how did you join as a TL? Because for the TL position, you must have some experience, right?
एक्चुअली वो देखो, वो क्या हुआ, मैंने 1 साल का एक एक्सपीरियंस निकाला था एक जगह से, सच बात बताता हूँ।
Okay.
देयर वाज
But
समथिंग
1 year
दैट
is experience also not enough.
या दैट इज व्हाई इंटर्नशिप का एक्सपीरियंस था 1 ईयर का।
Okay.
उसके थ्रू ही इंटरव्यू मिला, कॉल मिला यहाँ पे कंपनी में करके, मेरे को उन्होंने ये पोजीशन दे दिया।
Okay.
इंटर्नशिप का एक एक्सपीरियंस निकाला था 1 ईयर का।
Yeah, but most
But
of the
like
people do internship from the college after the college, but they still they pay for the other associate
especially,
and for the fresher. But I'm shocked. I mean, I'm hearing this first time because as a fresher,
what I'm understanding na Hemant यहाँ पे कि it's like more like a so team lead is not like कि team lead basically कि ये
बड़ी
पूरा
टीम
team
नहीं है ना,
बड़ी
रिएक्ट
team
डेवलप कर देते हैं।
so it's more like allotment of work is what Ritesh is I think handling basically
हाँ
estimates कितने होंगे वैसे type का I think होगा he
हाँ,
might
जैसे
like are you the senior most in your team Ritesh or what is it?
रिएक्ट में सीनियर मोस्ट।
हाँ भाई, आपको मतलब रिएक्ट में जो है ना, फंक्शनल कंपोनेंट यूज कर रहे हैं या क्लास कंपोनेंट?
वी आर यूजिंग फंक्शनल बेस्ड, बट सम प्रोजेक्ट में क्लास कंपोनेंट भी आते हैं,
हाँ
कर
अच्छा।
लेते हैं
और
हम लोग।
ये जी, और जो अपना मतलब फ्रेमवर्क है ना, मतलब मटेरियल यूआई बूटस्ट्रैप, इसका कुछ आइडिया मतलब
हाँ
है?
ये ओके
मटेरियल यूआई या बूटस्ट्रैप भी यूज करते हैं क्या आपके प्रोजेक्ट्स में, वो की पूछे?
नहीं नहीं, हम तो यूज करते हैं, लेकिन हमारे कंपनी में मेरे को एक चीज अच्छा लगा कि डिजाइनर अलग से है, तो हमको वो सीएसएस का झमेला नहीं करना पड़ता है।
अच्छा, आप यूआई डिजाइनर है क्या?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, हम नहीं, हम रिएक्ट का ही कोडिंग करते हैं, डिजाइनिंग का काम में वो लोग हेल्प कर देते हैं।
ऐसे मतलब companies have different people for CSS, writing CSS. As in, you finish up the logic and every bit, okay, and basically push your code, and these guys would do the final fine tuning basically. So that's so they are like basically people who are very good in with CSS.
इधर उतना नहीं करते हैं, उनका नहीं, हमको बोल देते हैं क्लास में ये डाल दो, उसमें ये डाल दो, कोड हमको ही लिखना पड़ता है। वो
Okay,
फ्रंट एंड से इंस्पेक्ट करके बता देते हैं, ये डिप में ये डाल दो, इसमें ये
okay.
डाल दो।
स्टोरी वाइज असाइन नहीं होता आपको काम, मतलब स्टोरी एज ए स्क्रम कॉल आता, मतलब मुझे कुछ आइडिया है वर्क
नहीं, जैसे
एक्सपीरियंस का, तो इसलिए पूछ रहा
जैसे
हूँ।
क्लाइंट का रहता है, अपना सर्विस बेस्ड है, क्लाइंट का जैसे रिक्वायरमेंट रहता है, वो हिसाब से
हाँ
वर्क
हाँ
करना पड़ता है। जैसे यूआई में ये चाहिए उसको, फॉर्म्स वगैरह रहते हैं, कुछ भी रहता है, वो
अच्छा
रिक्वायरमेंट को फुलफिल करना पड़ता है। हमसे एस्टिमेट पूछते हैं, कितने टाइम लगेगा इसको करने में, क्या लगेगा प्रोजेक्ट आने से पहले, वो सब उनको देना पड़ता है।
Makes sense. So Ritesh, मतलब I think question जो यहाँ पे है कि it's more like कि जीरा यूज करते हो कि नहीं? आप जीरा नहीं यूज
या
करते हो, right?
जीरो
Yeah, जीरा you're not using it. Basically,
एजाइल मेथोडोलॉजी, डिड यू नो एजाइल मेथोडोलॉजी?
एजाइल मेथोडोलॉजी
नहीं,
का
I don't think
ओके
that
नो,
they're following.
मैंने भी सुना है।
ओके ओके, नो इशू।
yeah, we have some sprint on that.
Sprint
हाँ
planning.
या
1 week or 2 week sprint.
2 week sprints is there,
We have used stories.
या
मतलब because this sprint planning and all
डिपेंड ऑन।
is like 3 years old technology. मतलब 3 years से ही बहुत ज़्यादा फैल के IT सेक्टर में. Not everyone is using it. Like the first company in which I was working on, that was also not using it. So yeah, it's fine.
या
ठीक
दैट्स फाइन, ओके, थैंक यू सो मच।
I did not know कि
Ritesh, in which company you're working?
It's Empiric Gigs.
Which company? Empiric.